The CAA football team is down here in Frisco, Texas. I'm Bobby Broyles, joined by Tim McDonald. And Tim, it's been a little bit of a long day. It began before the sun came up this morning. A couple of flights later, and here we are in Frisco, Texas. And it's been a really, really interesting and a neat day here. We got to get a tour of Toyota Stadium. Then we came and checked in at the hotel where we're at right now at the NBC Suites, where the Towson Tiger team is staying. And they got to do a couple neat things tonight that I thought. They did a community outreach project first before having dinner and participating in a friendly barbecue bowl with some bull riding, some bowling, but a really great night overall.
Yeah, overall, it's, like you said, it's been a great day. You know, there's a lot of atmosphere here. It's the FCS Championship. Let's remember, you know, Towson and North Dakota State, both these teams haven't played in over a week and a half. Everyone's excited. You see the fans and you see the players. And like you said, you get to unwind a little bit today. Towson, you know, and North Dakota State players both took place in a community outreach program over at the Miracle League in Frisco. It was a great environment where players and coaches got to witness and hang out, play a little flag football with some disabled kids. Really nice atmosphere. Coaches and players got to take a lot away from that. Got a lot of perspective from that one. Then they had a little barbecue. I think Towson took home. I think they took home the medal.
The barbecue bowl.
I think the bowling event came through for Towson, so they won the overall bowling event. Overall, great day to unwind. I think you see some focus on Towson, which is good to see, but you also get to see the players have some fun.
Well, speaking of the Towson team, we got to catch up with wide receiver coach Blackwell and Ryan Dallaire earlier today.
It was a great opportunity just to work with these kids, mainly because they was working me out more than I'll work out myself. So it was great. It was a fun experience.
That was probably the most awesome experience I've ever been involved with college students, because if you can't appreciate what these kids are doing, and what I mean by these kids out there playing football, it's some in wheelchairs, some in walkers, some were physically disabled, some were mentally disabled, and still going out and having a blast, like it's Christmas, and then our kids running around acting like they're 5 years old again. To bring that joy to individuals like that, young and old, I think that's the best thing in the world to do outside of what you're going to do on January 4th.
The atmosphere is great because it's like relieving all the stress. Everyone's thinking about the game so much, but we're 3 days ahead of the game, so it just helps out.
Well, it's cool because they get a chance to get away from football and, the camaraderie of actually their opponent, and they're actually competing in something else outside of, the white lines and everything. And I think it's a good thing to do because now it brings them together from a competition standpoint in a different kind of forum.
And as you heard there from Coach Blackwell and Ryan, a very great night for the team, being involved in the community outreach project and then having a little fun at the barbecue bowl. But, it wasn't all fun and games for Towson. When we both kind of talked when we first got there, the team, especially at the barbecue bowl, kind of just very, very focused. And then they kind of came out of their shell at the end when the friendly competition started with the mechanical bull and the bowling. But, it seems to be a very focused team right now.
Yeah, you look at this Towson team, I think they're not the only ones in the room who realize what a tall task this is. They've gone through the playoff grind. They beat some pretty good teams along this road. And, look at this program. A couple of years ago, would you have guessed that Towson would be playing in the national championship in Frisco, Texas? You probably wouldn't. And that just speaks strides at how far this program has come. And these kids right now, I think, realize the opportunity in front of them. There's been a common saying throughout the week, throughout this Towson camp, still not done, Bob. And I think that's a theme even today. Like you said, yes, it was great. It was family fun, and everyone was having a great time. But you still saw a lot of focus, and that's something that's exciting to see with the game only a couple days away here.
And just like Towson, Tim, we're not done yet. This is only beginning of our video coverage here in Frisco this weekend. Tomorrow we have the championship luncheon banquet here at the Embassy Suites, followed by a practice recap and press conferences from the open practice. And then we wrap it up tomorrow night with the Towson Pep Rally. So we'll have video recaps of all the action here tomorrow on CAA.tv, CAAfootball.com, and CAAfootball.wordpress.com. And be sure to check all of our social media outlets. For Bobby Broyles, Tim McDonald, we'll see you here tomorrow.